They got to buy from our farmers and our manufacturers. It's no wonder the far-left lunatics are getting desperate to stop our movement by any means necessary. As you know, crooked Joe Biden and his radical left thugs have weaponized law enforcement to arrest their leading opponent on fake and phony charges. I got arrested 4 times in the last... It's almost like I wake up in the morning, do you think they'll arrest me today? I never got arrested before. It's a terrible thing. No, they go after their opponents with the law enforcement now. They've weaponized our law enforcement. This never happened. This happens in third world countries all the time. This happened, it happened in Russia. Look at what goes on over there. They get somebody that's talking perhaps good, perhaps bad, but he ends up in jail for 25 years. It's a very, very sad thing. But it does happen in banana republics, third world countries. This is high-level election interference. They want to damage your reputation and your everything so you don't go out and vote. But the good news with me is people know me very well. It cost me billions of dollars to do this. This was not exactly a good situation. If I was looking for money, I could have made deals. I had countries coming up to me, heads of everybody. I'd like to make a deal with you, sir. Biden would have made it. Hunter would have made it. They would have walked away with a fortune. I could have made, by the way, their deals are terrible, and they did nothing for them. But I could have walked away with billions. I said it's just the wrong thing to do. I told my kids that they'd be offered to do deals all over the place. Can't do it, I'm president. Can't do it. My poor kids, I mean, all they did is get subpoena after subpoena, and they didn't do anything. They're good kids. But this is high-level election interference at a level nobody's ever seen, actually, before, and it's happening for a single reason, because I'm the only candidate they do not want to run against. They say just the opposite. They are the party of disinformation and misinformation. They're the party of dis and misinformation. They are a party that says the opposite. They say, we want to run against Trump. Oh, we dream. Well, we beat him twice. We beat him against crooked Hillary. Isn't it nice that I changed her name? That was the best day of her life. You know, I took it away. Now we call her Beautiful Hillary. And we call this guy crooked because it's just such an accurate term. But the polls bear this out, and they don't want to run against me. I'm the last one. If they wanted to run against me, I wouldn't have had 4 indictments so far. I wouldn't be looked at by the Manhattan DA, where they actually moved their top person in the DOJ into the Manhattan DA's office to head up the investigation of Trump. Can you imagine? Not supposed to do that. I don't even think you're legally allowed, but they moved their top person, Colangelo. They moved him into the Manhattan DA's office to head up the prosecution. They're dealing with Fannie Willis. Did you ever hear of Fannie Willis? From Georgia. Because we had the audacity to question an election, which in my opinion was absolutely rigged. I think we won Georgia. You know, a friend of mine from Alabama said, you don't win Alabama by the biggest number in history, you don't win South Carolina by the biggest number in history, and then lose Georgia by a whisker. You don't do it. No, it's a shame. We have to straighten out our elections, and we have to close up our borders. But in last week's big ABC poll, I'm leading Crooked Joe by 10 points. They don't like that. And in the brand new, just came out, New York Post poll, we're beating Biden by 11 points. No, they don't want to run against me. They want to run against anybody but me. But they want to say, I want to run against Trump. That's right, I want to run against Trump. He's only leading me by 11 points. Let's run against him. By the way, all the other candidates are losing to him, which is actually hard to believe, to be honest with you. In the new Morning Consult poll that you saw yesterday, I'm at 63%, and DeSanctimonious is at 12%. Other than that, he's doing very well. In New Hampshire, and that's the state, DeSanctimonious has fallen all the way down close to the bottom of the pack, and we're up 33 points on everybody else. The radical left Democrats rigged the presidential election of 2020, and we're not going to allow them to rig the presidential election of 2024, because if we do, we won't have a country anymore. We won't have a country. Right? Every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it a great badge of honor. Because I'm being indicted for you. Thanks a lot, everybody. I appreciate it. First Lady, I'm being indicted again tonight. Again? She goes, again? I'm being indicted again tonight for the people of Iowa. No, it's terrible. When you have to call your kids, kids, listen, Dad's going to be indicted tonight. Ivanka goes, again, Dad? Unbelievable. These are sick people. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's very nice. I love you, too. Never forget, our enemies want to stop us because we're the only ones who can stop them, and they know we're stopping them. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. Never let them take it away. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. And in the end, they're not after me, they're after you, but I just happen to be standing in their way. And I